Guys, thank you for joining in. We're probably gonna give it just one more minute before we start doing the pour. So while you guys are here, we're gonna be doing a brown foundational color, and then we're gonna do, I know it says 50 shades of brown, you know, give or take. So we've got copper. This is our beautiful bronze. Then this is our aged bronze, and if you see them side by side, you can definitely see how that aged bronze has a little bit more of a greenish hue. You probably see it on top a little bit better. Let's see. See that on top there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got our copper glitter. Copper glitter. Now I think we're pretty good on temps still. Oh yeah, we're beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Everybody tuning in, please bear with me. It's going around, 'tis the season. So I just getting over it right now. 75, okay, it's not bad. So yes, this is our brown liquid pigment. And how many people do we have on there right now?
250.
250, that spiked up really quickly. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for joining. My name's Joe, and I work here at Countertop Epoxy.
Do you remember where you work?
Yeah, it just took a second. I typically work in customer service, but we got a couple people out today, so I'm gonna help do our pour. We are doing a brown liquid pigment. Anybody who's familiar with our website or who's ordered from us a whole bunch, we do have some liquid pigments that they basically look like crayons. You know, it doesn't have like a super crazy look to it. It's just a beautiful standard brown color. The epoxy cures high gloss, so that is what you'll get as the end result. But then we have our accent colors. And I don't know when everybody tuned in, so we're just gonna show you these guys here. So we're doing 4 accents on this today. We have our beautiful copper metallic powder. The metallic powders have a nice luster to them. Then we have our beautiful bronze metallic powder. And then our aged bronze. This does have a greenish hue to it, so it's usually used a lot more for accents than a foundational color. And then we got our copper glitter. Looks good. Okay, we good to go? You ready for it? Guys ready to go to Browntown? That's what we were gonna name it, and we thought it was a little inappropriate, so we're just gonna say it once and that's it, be done with it. Okay, I think we're pretty good on this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get our brown liquid pigment onto the table. And of course, let me know if there's any random questions during this time. Here we go. Brown liquid pigment. We are using our black label epoxy. If you guys have never tried our products before, hop onto the website after this. We have a Black Friday sale starting today. 30% off all epoxy products and colors. If you don't know how much you need, call us. Have your square footage ready. Let us know what colors you're interested in. We're gonna help you get your order placed so you can do this.
Someone said brown liquid pigment sounds like a bathroom term.
Shit, it does. That's terrible. Any suggestions? What do you want? I don't think I can change the verbiage. I mean, it kind of is what it is. We're gonna try just get it all out of the container here. Get that brown smudge on there.
Rustic brown is what we can call it.
Rustic brown, there you go. All right, sounds a little bit more PG. All right, foam roller. This is all you need. Don't use a nap roller. Foam roller is going to work best. If you've heard Levi do this 100 times, or even myself, for the most part, before you let the epoxy roll off those edges, make sure it's for the most part covering every square inch of the surface before you start letting it roll off the edge, because then you have to start picking it up. And it's, you know, it's not great. It's okay. All right, so here, essentially nothing's really rolled off that much except there. Everything looks pretty good. When you start to do these edges here, there's a technique, it's called breaking the surface tension. We're just introducing some epoxy to the edge there. That's pretty much it. Therefore, when this rolls off the edge, it just cascades over just a little bit smoother. So, let's see.
Ironically, someone named Droppin' Bombs said Colorado 2-lane slush.
I know honestly, guys, the brown is a really pretty color. It's just, yeah, there's no pleasant way to get around this. All right, we're gonna let it cascade over the edges. Just try to do like a 45-degree angle. Don't pressure. You don't have to put any pressure down. Just like let that brown mountain just go right over the edge there. Beautiful. Anybody tuning in? This is our brown liquid pigment. Okay. Please let me know if there's any funny comments.
She gets this
that
little corner.
That makes my day. Here we go.
The runs.
Oh God. There we go. On the edges really nicely. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. Anybody tuning in, this is our brown liquid pigment. Our Black Friday sale started today. So if you ever wanted to do this, or even just try the products, we do have 2-quart kits, 1 gallon and 2 gallon kits. So now is the time to experiment. There we go. Beautiful. All right, brown liquid pigment done. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. So give me just a moment. Let's try this first. I'm gonna let the bubbles naturally rise. Just give it a moment to do its thing. You'll probably see just a couple show up. Most of them pop on their own, but if not, either use a torch or you can use isopropyl alcohol. Usually 91 or 99 is best. And it just really helps pop any of those surface bubbles. So we're gonna do a little bit of a dirty pour. I'm gonna pour it in here first.
Hey, where can you find our products?
Oh, great question. Check us out at countertopepoxy.com. We have a whole bunch, we have a lot more than just countertop products. We've got floors, walls, casting. Am I missing anything? I think that's everything, right? Yeah, tubs, if I didn't say tubs.
Mm-hmm.
So, outdoor applications. We've got traction options for floors. This is good for commercial and residential. So if you're interested, check it out. Take advantage of that Black Friday sale, 30% off.
The link's in the bio.
There you go. Okay, so anybody tuning in, I probably should have showed you the colors first. That is going to be our copper metallic powder. Now I'm gonna pour in our aged, just kidding, our bronze. This is our standard bronze. Beautiful. Okay.
And someone's asking if we poured the brown on.
We did pour the brown. We got the brown liquid pigment on there first, and we're gonna do all these accent colors kind of like a dirty pour. So they're all gonna go down at the same time. This is now our aged bronze, so that has a little bit of a greenish hue to it. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I like that. Perfect. Anybody tuning in? We are Countertop Epoxy, and my name is Jo, and I'm just helping with today's pour. Our last but not least is going to be our glitter going in here.
And what surface are we using for our sample?
Well, for the sample board, we typically like to use MDF, but on this time around, we're just using ceiling panels because they're nice and sturdy, smooth, and it's a lot more cost efficient so that we're not throwing away all this MDF. All right, now that I'm nice and sticky, we can start pouring.
I'm gonna give it a little mix.
What's that?
A little stir.
I don't think we stirred it last time. Do you want to give it a quick little stir? We'll do a tiny little stir. Okay. Oh, look how pretty it is in the center. Sorry, I'm gonna show you guys again. So we got the copper, the bronze, and the aged bronze. And we're gonna go ahead and give it just a little bit of a mix. Nothing too crazy. And let's see how this treats us. Okay, All right. So our foundational color was that brown liquid pigment, and now we're gonna do a dirty pour with some of these colors. Typically with these dirty pours, you kind of want that first glob to fall off the table, otherwise you just get a big glob on the surface. So we're gonna let this guy just go just a little bit. Okay, good. There we go. And trust me, this does get better. I know it looks a little weird right now. But when did we do that other pour, Kaya? That silver one over there?
Thursday?
Was it last Thursday? And
Wednesday or Thursday?
That turned out surprisingly well. So if you tuned into that, that was actually a pretty decent one.
And someone's asking if if you should get the bubbles out of that first before the dirty pour. Or?
You definitely don't have to. And kind of, if you leave some of those bubbles and you pour some of this epoxy on top, what's kind of cool is if those bubbles underneath pop, it'll actually help push some of this metallic powder pour on top. So it's just gonna help add a little bit with the design. But we will make sure that we do address those bubbles at the end. Okay. Making sure we're all good here. Okay. I think we're ready to roll again. You think so? It's good? Okay.
Someone's asking what color we used.
Liquid pigment was the foundational color. Then we had bronze, aged bronze, copper, and copper glitter. And so we just kind of did a big old dirty pour. And now we're gonna just roll it out a little bit and get a little bit more of like a blended look throughout. So just very lightly. Oh, you know what though? Hold tight, hold tight. One thing, let's spray some alcohol in there. So not only does alcohol help pop surface bubbles, but it'll also help disperse any of the metallic powders that's on top. Do you have the alcohol? Or is it over here?
Nope, that's charcoal.
Oh, I got regular.
I was like, I don't know where I put it. Okay, oops.
We try our best to be organized.
Someone said it looks like chocolate and caramel, and now I'm hungry.
Okay, now that sounds way better than what we were calling it earlier.
Right.
I like that. Let's stick with chocolate and caramel. All right. Okay, so now when I roll it, some of the metallic powder areas where the metallic powder epoxy is, it's actually going to help kind of like spread out just a little bit more. So, and we'll give it another spray later on. Ooh, I see that copper glitter. Okay, we are using our Black Label epoxy, and Black Label has about a 45-minute working time frame. So that is perfect if you're a first timer or if you're a contractor doing 200 square feet on one big bar top pour. That gives you that extra time you need to just make sure everything is down and done before anything starts to cure, so it's a little bit more cohesive. Okay. Very good. Not bad so far. I like what I'm seeing. Do we have any questions about this so far?
That was pure alcohol spray. That was sprayed.
Yeah, we typically use either 91 or 99% isopropyl alcohol. That'll help pop bubbles, and you can also put your metallic powders in there to leave a little bit more of a speckled look as well.
Someone's saying to use a rake.
Didn't we just talk about that before we started too? I was like, we might use it. All right, we'll check it out. We can do that. Okay. All right. Not bad. I like what I'm seeing here. Okay, brown foundational pour with the metallic powder dirty pour on the surface. Definitely still see a lot of alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, let's spray a shimmer gold. Not part of the game plan, but I think it'll look good.
Don't spray me.
I know.
Back up.
Can't have you going home looking like you left the strip club.
So what surfaces can you put epoxy on? They were asking glass, laminate, wood, cement.
Yes, 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 and yes. All of it. Prep work is definitely going to be key. So we do have instructions on the website. However, hold on, check out this real quick. If yours is very unique, give us a call. We're happy to kind of walk you through it and help you out. Okay, so if you were here for that first alcohol spray and now the next alcohol spray, can you see how it's really helping break it up and give it some pattern?
Oh, yeah. And where are we located?
We are located in Grand Junction, Colorado. We will ship all throughout the United States. And even for our friends in Alaska and Hawaii, we still love you. So we'll ship out there too. All right, should we still pull the rake through? I mean, I think it's got a really nice pattern. If it is requested, I'll do it.
Let's see. Can you put it on granite?
Yes, you can definitely put it on granite as well. A little bit of prep work involved, but yeah, if you don't like the granite look or you just want to update your kitchen, this is a great option for it.
And how do you take care of the edges when you're...
Afterwards, like after it's cured, there's a couple things you could do. Kai's usually pretty good about just waiting about a half hour to an hour, and she'll come back with the stir stick, and all she'll do, she'll just go under here and she'll make sure that she gets all the drip. We didn't even have too many drips, but you see, we're just getting all that excess from under there. So you can do it that way. You can wait for it to cure and then get an oscillating tool and cut those off, or during the curing process, after this is all done, you can get a fresh pair of gloves, spray some alcohol, and just rub those drips under so that it's just nice and smooth. So you've got options.
Oh, yeah.
So far, so good.
Why aren't you wearing a mask?
We get that every time. Our products are actually VOC free, meaning you don't need a mask. We host workshops here every month, and there's no way we would be able to have 40 plus people in here, have them dying and coughing if this product was not, if it was really like stinky. So it's not, it's a VOC free product. You don't need a mask. By all means, if you want to wear one, go for it. But you definitely don't need it. So, good questions.
And then someone asked, there was a question I wanted to answer. Oh, with the bubbles. So are you going to take care of that now, or do they go away with the spray, or?
For the most part, we usually tell people, wait for the epoxy to naturally, let those bubbles naturally rise up. They're eventually going to come up and through. If there's any pesky ones that are left behind at the surface, they're having a really hard time breaking through, then we can spray alcohol or even use a torch to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's doable. I'm doing a little bit of glitter, just a little bit of glitter. And then I'm gonna roll it one more.
I saw you save a little bit of that, and I was like,
I know. Okay, well, we talked about our love of glitter, so.
I know. Every time we do glitter, Jeanette's not here. I haven't seen her on today.
We're doing this for you, Jeanette, even though you're not here right now. So, you can already see that the epoxy is leveling itself out. This is a self-leveling product. It's not a miracle worker, so you definitely want to have a smooth surface if possible. But it will want to level out at about 1/8 of an inch. Keep doing your thing. Okay.
That glitter is nice.
I know. I like a couple really quick ones, little quick swipes. So anybody tuning in, my name is Joe. This is Countertop Epoxy. And right now we are kicking off, starting today, our Black Friday 30% off sale. If you've never tried our products, this is the time to try. This is very achievable, it's very doable, and it's a great way to update your kitchen or bathrooms, you know, any kind of even furniture, bar tops. This is a great way to do it. Super easy process. What we're using today is our black label epoxy. It's got about a 45-minute working time frame. And I gotta say, it looks good.
I
think it looks
think
good.
so, yeah.
All right.
Would it work for an outdoor kitchen?
Yeah, for sure. You can use our products for outside applications. Just make sure that we're putting color in it. You wanna go medium to dark, just because UV is a mother, so you wanna make sure we're going medium to dark with those.
Mm-hmm. And will it fill grout lines?
Say it one more time.
Will it fill grout lines, or?
We're gonna prep those grout lines first. So we actually have a non-sag wall epoxy, and that's something that we trowel on first, fill in all those low spots, let it cure, come back the next day, and get some beautiful brown down.
You had to do it again.
I know. Okay, I'm just gonna tell everyone. How many people do we have watching?
615.
Okay, that's not bad. 615?
Yeah.
We were originally going to call it Going to Browntown, but we thought it was kind of inappropriate. So what did we name it instead?
50 Shades of Brown.
50 Shades of, that's a little bit, that's a little bit better. So again, last but not least, brown foundational pour, copper metallic powder, bronze metallic powder, aged bronze, and copper glitter. Oh, this is going to be another favorite. We're going to have to hide it. We're going to have to hide it somewhere.
We're going to stash it in your office.
I know. My office is going to have just all these sample boards everywhere. All right. Any last minute questions? Going once, going twice. Giving people the chance to get it in. Oh, God. Don't laugh. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in again. We are Countertop Epoxy. We got a Black Friday sale starting today, 30% off all epoxy products. Our workshops are here every month, and that 30% discount is actually also applied to the workshop. So if you've been kind of wanting to come to a class, purchase it now. You don't have to come till March or April, but get it in while you can. Okay.
One final question.
Final question.
Are these colors in a package or in a kit, or could you make it into a kit?
We do have a brown kit on there, but no, you can pick. There's an option to create your own kit. So if you like the colors that you saw today, just make sure you go in and select them. And if you're struggling and I don't want you to get stressed out, just give us a call. We can help you get it figured out. Yeah. Brown base, copper, bronze, aged bronze, and copper glitter. Looks good.
Any further questions, you can call it.
Yep, call the office if you got any other questions. Otherwise, please subscribe. Check us out.
Hit that bell button.
Hit the bell button. And I think that's everything. Thanks, guys.